help us achieve that.
Okay, the situation, the women's situation in Congo is very horrific. Women have suffered a lot before the conflict. As you know, it's a patriarchal society where women have not a say as such. Women constitute 53% of the population are women, but still they have been underrepresented, undervalued in the society. The country has been led since its independence by men only, and women have not as such participated have not contributed as such in the development of our country. So the situation is horrific, and we add to that the conflict, which has as consequence the sexual violence. Women have been repeatedly raped, systematically raped in Congo. So it's a destruction of the productive and the reproductive work of women in Congo.
So how will the elections help?
We hope that these elections will help women to get their say and to have their voice heard within these elections, and that women will be more represented than before. Women will have an occasion to speak freely if we had a really free and fair election in Congo, and there is a democracy established in Congo. We hope that women will have their say, and women will be more valued than ever.
And what are you hoping for the British government to do to assist in this process?
We hope we are asking the British government to support the effort of Congolese women in our work of empowering women, educating them about their rights. They are human beings. They have rights as men as well. They can participate, they can contribute to the development of our country as long as the women are the main breadwinner in Congo. So they have been doing the work of men because of the unemployment, high level of unemployment or underpayment. The men are not such contributing so much. So women have been the main breadwinners in Congo. So we are asking the British government to support women in our effort to empower women and educate them on their rights and their position in the society.
First of all,
my name is Mr. DJ Ibuila Kwingi. I'm from the DRC, Republic of Congo.
okay, now can you tell me a bit more about the forthcoming elections in the DRC?
Yes, actually, we had our first democratic election in 2006, and the result were a bit controversial. That's the first thing. And the second thing, all elections as such have never been organized because we are supposed to have local election. They've never happened. So we think that this time is a chance to give the people a chance to have their voice heard, and then to make sure that when they vote for somebody or for a party, that goes like the final decision of those people who voted for those people or for those parties. So it's a kind of that democratic exercise to make sure that people decide on who should be leading the country, who should be governing the country.
And what can the British government do to assist this process?
Yes, people sometimes seem not to mention it. The British government has always been aside the Congolese people. Remember, to end the problem that went wrong in Congo with the rubber, the British government had to intervene. What we ask the British government now is just to try to make sure, as we are doing, to make sure that the result of the election are the one that really came from the people. We don't want fraud. We want if people vote for X, Z, A, Z, B, K, that those results are respected. For this, we want to make sure that the British government put in place a structure or even put some pressure on the government now that there is no fraud. That is the main thing.
And how do you think that the forthcoming elections could affect British economic interests in DRC?
Look, you don't have, I'll be maybe, I don't know if I'm stretching the truth, but the problem is, if you have Congo with you as an economic partner or a commercial partner, you have money with you. Congo has almost all. You will need a country to have as minerals, as forests. Just we have all the opportunity to make our country a rich one, at the same time to make it a proper market for the British government, let's say the United Kingdom. And at the same time, by cooperating with Congo, the UK will have a kind of connection in the central of Africa and expand its, not its influence, I wouldn't say influence, but expand its presence in Africa, but in terms of partnership. Because Congo, with its size, is almost the size of Western Europe. So having such a partner is having a proper market, which will do for its economic strategy as well.
So how do you think things will change if there is a newly elected government?
Yes, that's a very good question. And that's why I wanted to make sure that people understand that to change the leader doesn't mean we have a proper government. Those, if things change and that another person or another regime comes in place, it doesn't mean the thing will change. So we have to make sure that even if a new regime comes in place, they respect what people like, what people want, they do what is in the favor of the people. Even if that regime comes and then they don't respect what the people like or want, they will be under the Congolese people pressure. It's going to be the same as we are making that pressure now on this regime. They will have to come and then work for the people from Congo. If they come and do the kind of things this regime is doing now, they will be under the same pressure, and they will make sure that we get rid of them one day as well.
Actually,